A big performance, Great Britain beating South Africa. They come in with some confidence, that's for sure. I like the work of Barreto, but this Australian outfit aren't number one for no reason. They have got some game breakers, no doubt.
AJ Jacobs, the man in charge of this crucial full-A matchup.
You're good to go as soon as the camera releases you. AJ, good to go. Good to go?
The Australians doing well against Kenya, 19 points of free stage with the first set of the MSG by sevens to beat South Africa 14 points to 5. Australia off the back of a fabulous win in sevens.
Here we go, Australia v GB, and it's lost. The kickoff is in and out of the hands there of Sofalara, and a rare miss from the talented flyer.
Just showing the bit of nerves, what's on the line for this one.
Crouch.
Oh man, what an opportunity for Australia, straight off of the bat.
Sit.
Turner sits up in behind the scrum. Long bottom to feed. Over the top of Turner there. He's got to scoot back. In turn goes to Roach. Wide for Hutchison. Hutchison happy to work those far channels all afternoon. They go quick with a recycle. Short side. Maloof's there. Roach. Long bottom midfield. Always dangerous. Accelerating. Coming in field. Looking for runners. Now going himself. Long bottom beats them all. He says, I've got this. I've got you covered, fellas. And Maurice Longbottom puts his side on the score sheet.
I like that set play though. Get it out to the wing where Hutchison sets it up. You've got Maloof, the skipper, rolling around the side, so that forces defence to follow him, and it opens up the middle of the park for this guy, Maurice Longbottom, who just continues to mesmerise. He's so quick off the mark. See the defence, over chases, he finds the weak point and exploits it.
So the Aussies capitalise on that early error from Great Britain. Roach, leading series point scorer last year, whips over the conversion, 7-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a little while to acclimatise to this level, and I think this is the year Maurice Longbottom is just going to take it to that next level and become a real superstar.
Which isn't to say he wasn't already at an elite level. Might be able to just go that little bit further. That's a beautifully weighted restart, but it's going to fall here for Great Britain. But we're coming back. They're saying it's caught a red and white hand.
Yeah, Sofalara, I think it was again, who knocked that on. He doesn't look good either, number 13 for Great Britain. This will be a big loss if he can't go. Just landed awkwardly on their restart, and it's going to be 2 Australia owned to this game. And there's the live pull. They will go ahead at the moment if they win this one above Great Britain.
Watch that timing. Let's make a call. Good to go.
Maybe all right, hopefully.
Time back on.
Yep, all good. Moving again.
Yeah.
It was obvious Australia win this ball and have a go at him straight away with Hutchinson. Try and go around him, force to see if that hip goes all right.
Bind. Sit.
Longbottom quickly into the hands of Turner this time round. Roach buying time, and now cutting across the field, and he does go Hutchison towards Sofalara, who's up to the challenge and puts him down 38. That one spits out the side. Penalty to the man in green and gold. Turner quick for Longbottom, midfield again. And again asking questions now with the quick spin back towards Turner. Hutchison sinking into contact and getting over the top. Nice and quick here for Maloof, who pops it from the floor to Roach. Longbottom spits it out the back, and Turner's there to tidy up.
For the ball.
Good pressure from Great Britain. They may have the steal here. No, Australia counter. It's a real scrap. And Hutchison rips it away from the pile of bodies and gets cleaned up heavy by Sofalara. Turner, Roach, Patterson coming on the angle. Calling Lawson inside and can't connect. Releases and looks to go again. Held on the ground.
Good counter.
Great Britain counter hard, and now we've got a penalty that goes away
Straight off your feet.
of the defending team.
Yeah, they've been owning and challenging that ruck, and Great Britain, they're going to go quick.
Sofalaran not at 100, wide left, so they come back towards the support players. First meaningful handle, and then they kick it away. Hutchison v Sofalaran. Sofalaran at about 75% after a couple of knocks early on. Roach is there to take the pass from Hutchison. Patterson pushing and jabbing at the defence. It was Williams who put him down. Lawson, Hutchison, Maloof over to Longbottom. Longbottom coming back towards the captain, and I'll say that one's gone forward.
Yeah, just a bit of fatigue setting in there for both teams. The kick, the option for Great Britain just to turn and chase. The kick line was pretty good. See that Maurice Longbottom just apologising to a skipper. Skipper was wanting to go on the outline, not the unders.
Crouch. Side north. Point. Sit.
Great Britain coming centre field and put down by Turner. Barreto was the one sending it wide.
Take a step.
Here he is again, Barreto. Now Ferguson. Ferguson always asking questions of the defence. Australia answering for the moment. Barreto. Here's a rush, and now the press from Australia, and now the slide from Great Britain. Sofalaran going to get to the outside of Roach. He beats him, and there is plenty of room on the other side for Sofalaran to extend and put GB within 2.
Well, I tell you what, he's mentally tough. This Femi Sofalaran, I thought he would have been gone early on in this game with a hip complaint. As soon as he got the ball, he was always going to go on the outside of Roach. He backs himself. Once he knew he was there, just a high-stepping Sofalaran was always going to make it. And now we're back in game on.
It was slow playing them. Oh, my leg, it's no good, it's no good. Or is it? Full tilt there to get away. Now the conversion wide out is a screamer. 7-7 is the score. Key take here for Australia, and it's eventually tidied up by Oates. Oates bounces and goes again and slaps away one defender, and now connects with Lawson. Happy to ball it out all the way to half-time from inside their own half. Longbottom. Longbottom with a beautiful change of direction. The pass for Maloof. Now Hutchison. Hutchison looking back in field. Where's Longbottom there to help tidy up? Turner. Patterson wants it quick and now gets Oates under pressure. Ducking and trying to weave his way past McFarland. Good defence from Maxi McFarland as Longbottom skips and dummies and now feeds Oates. Oates. Longbottom still alive on the inside. Oates shrugging off one and dropped heavily by Kelly.
High tackle by Reid. High
Got
tackle.
penalty advantage here.
For the high tackle.
Patterson. Turner.
Advantage
Both
over.
teams exhausted. Maloof. Maloof coming back towards Patterson. Patterson sees the post and now pops it from the floor for Longbottom. Eventually it finds Maurice, who goes quickly away for Lawson. In turn to Oates. Try Australia.
That's a clinical try there by the Australians, keeping their width, keeping their shape. A couple of the big men making players miss. And then in the end, once he got the overlap, the skills under fatigue and pressure, supreme.
Long bottom, looking to draw it back. The line is good, and so's the distance. The kicking from both teams on goal. A1, it is 14-7 at the turn. So 14-7 the score in this Pool A matchup between Australia and Great Britain. Australia could have let that one go. It wasn't heading 10. And
first one, the red player.
Great Britain who get their hand on it first, Carlton Anna, so they hand possession straight back to the Aussies.
Yeah, dangerous proposition here for the defence for Great Britain, who had to make a number of tackles in that first 7 minutes. Maurice Longbottom, definitely the key watch for Patterson out the back as well.
Going himself, lunging, and then going back the other direction. That's a lovely ball infield for Oates, who lines up Patterson. He's made some heavy hitting runs. Turner, he'll use feet to beat a couple, and now rips it to Patterson again. He goes wide left for the captain, Malouf. The passing, A1, Souza running from Malouf to take his team 3 away.
No.
Turner, they numbered well to the left. He comes wide right. Oates will kick here for Hutchison. It's an awful looking kick that'll work out for Hutchison, who cuts in field, and he turns a spud of a kick, an absolute dog of a kick, into a stunning try. Well done, Henry Hutchison.
I think it'd be a bit of harsh, a bit of a sweet potato of a kick, wasn't it? It was
Hang on,
all right.
it went backwards, up over his head. No good.
Well, here's the good footwork, though. That was all right. And here's a couple of nice passes. Patterson with the skip pass out to Malouf. The big boys from Australia have been fantastic. Let's see what kind of veggie is that.
Mate, Henry Hutchison has taken that as if he's fielding in the slips, and it's travelled at 160 up over his head. Well done, Henry Hutchison. Geez, he was massive in Hong Kong for Australia. A star in that win in the final against Fiji. Might have been a bit harsh on Kyle. Actually, that wasn't too bad. I'll take it back. Sorry, Kai.
I'll talk about Hutchison, though. Like, man, he does some work. He hardly gets any breaks. Real solid foundation player of this Aussie unit, and they're a massive part of their success as well.
On come Great Britain. Plenty of time for Emery and Kelly to work their team back into this contest. Emery going close to getting through there as they take it up through Barretto, who sees space in behind and toes it ahead. It's well weighted, and his chase is good too. Barretto with the tackle as well.
You're putting him there.
Good stuff from the Great Britain number 4. Australia, no interest in working away from their red zone, so they punch it long. That's a massive kick upfield to touch.
You've had hardly any ball. You've had to defend for long periods in this game, and Barretto kicks the ball away. I'm not sure that's the tactic at the moment.
Substitution.
Australia, I like that one because they're deep in their territory and they're running forward.
15,
Great Britain
Number 9
pack
and
of
number
having to
15.
trudge all the way back 50 metres. The mentally of that just gets you.
And 10 green, 10 green.
Number 10.
There's the passes. Australia absolutely dominating that. Great Britain have had a couple more offloads, but it's been in the wrong end of the field, and they've only had 16 passes, so
Time back on.
definitely an issue. They've got to compete for this ball here, Great Britain.
They reach and lose it, but now win it back through the penalty. Barretto has looked likely. Spark his team. Oh, the angle was superb, and so was a read. It's at Hutchison with the shot. It was. Oh, that one had to hurt on Homer.
And that's what I talk about Henry Hutchison. He does all that nasty work. He's been hitting the balls up on the wide channels, setting it up. He scored a try, and then he's read this beautifully. Perfectly legal, got the shoulder down. It's just unfortunate, I think Homer hit his head on the deck as he went down, but geez, that was a nice shot.
The ribs are exposed. You just knew It was
All good?
It was coming, and
Let's
it
go.
wasn't going to be pretty for Homer.
He's a tough lad, though.
Here we go,
Homer,
boys.
he'll get up
Here
and
we go. Here's the
trudge
mark.
on back.
Time back on. Here we go. Crouch. Bind. Sit. Stay behind the ball 9.
Nicely struck and spun wide here for Hutchison, who helped turn the ball back to his team. A couple of changes made here. Aussie coach Johnny Manenti putting Clements in. Oates with 1 try assist. Oates trying to free up the arms for a second. He releases on the ground and goes again. Excellent work from Oates, and he presents a chance now for Lawson to run it in down the short side. Oates is having some fun.
But this is from, again, Henry Hutchinson. A, the tackle to get the turnover. B, he set it up nicely for their whole passage of play to get kicked off. It's all about involvements, and his ones are quality. And the back end of their quality involvements is opportunities for these other guys out wide.
Yep, that's your line.
I like the way Lawson got himself into position after overrunning initially, and too easy.
Conversion's good too. Jeez, they've been striping them on goal. 28-7 the score now.
Well, the number 1 seed turned up for this game, that's for sure. Australia, after they kick up the backside in their first game.
Stewie Dunbar punches this one long and low to Kelly. Homer away from Gonzalez. Popping nicely as well here for Roddick. McCann. Ross McCann dragging Benmar with him. Barretto. He's been sharp with his work.
Good contest.
Vadra was the one putting it 40 from the line, setting up the ruck that has enabled Homer to flick it infield. No look. Still with Great Britain. Lovely hands, supreme hands, sublime hands in the end. And Roddy goes through. What about the no-look ball from Homer? I'm sure it was Homer.
Oh, you're 100% right, Shawnee. Goes through. Look at this dish. We're not going to see the full effect because it's a bit close, but on the wide angle, it looked real sharp. Nicely taken try, good lines and good finish as well from Freddie Roddick, but the setup from those nice 2 passes. This will be the angle. How good's that? It was going to take something special to break this pretty staunch Australian defence. There's another one too.
Not bad from Great Britain. So that makes it 28-12. Australia take the restart. They might just bank the 16-point margin. Or maybe they'll have a crack and try and extend that points differential after the 19-all draw with Kenya this morning.
Good appreciation for the law.
Hutchison. It's going to cost him 5. And it'll be the number 5 who goes in for Great Britain. It's Henry Hutchison with a try assist for Ross McCann. And the game finishes with a touch of crazy.
Oh, it's anything he's done wrong all day. Old Neffs gets caught. Oh, mate. He's getting stung in the cordy after that. Sorry, Henry.
I have never, ever had an air swing for a try assist. Off you go, Henry. Full time. And it is Australia. Too good for Great Britain. They keep their hopes alive